Alright, let's talk about the West in the late 1800s, because this era reshaped the United States in huge ways. When people think of westward expansion, they picture cowboys and wide-open land, but the real story is bigger and a lot more complicated. A major driving idea was manifest destiny, the belief that white Americans had a God-given right to spread across North America. That belief was used to justify taking land, building railroads, and pushing settlement farther and farther west. One of the biggest tools that encouraged people to move was the Homestead Act of 1862. The idea was simple. If you were willing to live on the land and improve it for 5 years, you could claim 160 acres. That policy helped bring a wave of settlers into the Great Plains and beyond. But we also need to be honest about what was happening at the same time. As settlers expanded, native land was being taken, and the West was being opened for white settlement on a massive scale. Now, if the Homestead Act pushed people west, the Transcontinental Railroad made it possible to get there faster, cheaper, and in far greater numbers. Congress backed it through the Pacific Railroad Act of 1862, and by linking east and west, the railroad changed everything. It sped up migration, created new towns, boosted trade, and tied the country together economically and culturally. But the railroad also had a dark side, and we cannot skip it. A large part of the workforce were Chinese immigrant laborers, and they were often exploited. They faced dangerous conditions and unequal pay, and many died doing the work. Even worse, when people celebrated the railroad's completion, the contributions of Chinese workers were frequently ignored or erased. The railroad also helped fuel the near destruction of the buffalo herds, which were essential to many indigenous communities. And the tracks cut across tribal homelands, creating pressure for military intervention and accelerating the displacement of native peoples. So, in just a few decades, westward expansion brought growth and opportunity for many Americans, but it also brought displacement, violence, and massive suffering for others. That tension is at the heart of this period. Next, conflict, assimilation, and the real diversity of the West.